It was Donald Trump's day in the dock, hit with 34 charges, which Teflon Don doesn't think will stick. He's the first US president to face a criminal trial. However, he's not the first to find himself on the wrong side of the law.
The Espionage Act, Chinatown.
The man of Mar-a-Lago, mocking his accusers.
I will get Trump. I will get him.
A few hours earlier, his signature fist salute, Donald Trump was on his way to his date with destiny.
President Trump, will you come speak to us? President Trump?
He's the first US president to be indicted, but not the first commander-in-chief to have a brush with the law. The circus played out for all the world to see. Accused, charged, arraigned over claims of hush money paid to porn star Stormy Daniels after a steamy liaison. Then came alleged payoffs to Playboy playmate Karen McDougal over an illicit affair, as well as cash to a doorman to cover up a secret Trump Jr. Could it get any murkier? Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg.
No matter who you are, we cannot and will not normalize serious criminal conduct.
The Republican runner in the traditional red tie joins a famous, or should that be infamous, list of miscreants. American history steeped in presidential prosecutorial peccadillos. 1868, post-Civil War President Andrew Johnson impeached for high crimes and misdemeanours. And what about Leadfoot Ulysses S. Grant, caught speeding not once but twice in his horse-drawn carriage? The first president arrested while in office. For the 37th president, Richard Nixon, the infamous Watergate break-in was his nemesis.
I have never been a quitter. To leave office before my term is completed is abhorrent to every instinct in my body.
He fell on his sword, becoming the first and only president to resign from office before he could be impeached.
People have got to know whether or not their president's a crook. Well, I'm not a crook.
Nixon thought about pardoning himself, but would have had to admit guilt and probably would have had to resign anyway. He only escaped criminal charges after being pardoned by his successor, Gerald Ford.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Miss Lewinsky.
Bill Clinton, liar, liar.
These allegations are false.
In fact, he did have sexual relations with his 22-year-old intern, Monica Lewinsky, finally admitting it thanks to some pretty damning evidence.
Indeed, I did have a relationship with Miss Lewinsky that was not appropriate. In fact, it was wrong.
Clinton was the second president to be impeached, accused of perjury. But his extracurricular presidential duties didn't claim his scalp. He stayed on as president after a Senate trial. Smoking cigars.
On my orders, coalition forces have begun striking selected targets of military importance to undermine Saddam Hussein's ability to wage war.
To smoking guns. President George W. Bush declared a war criminal. W's shock and awe war, looking for weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, left hundreds of thousands dead.
In the Battle of Iraq, the United States and our allies have prevailed.
Today, it was the people versus Donald J. Trump. An historic moment, the 45th and 47th wannabe president pleading not guilty to falsifying business records.
34 false statements made to cover up other crimes.
Released and safely ensconced back in the Trump bunker in Miami.
There is no case. There's no case. The only crime that I have committed is to fearlessly defend our nation from those who seek to destroy it.
The first former president to face criminal charges, as always, arrogantly defiant.
And I never thought anything like this could happen in America. Never thought it could happen, because our country is going to hell.